Did I get chucked off? That's my luck with technology. Did I get chucked off? Is anybody here? Am I going to have to put my computer on or something? I'm hoping that I'm still here. I'm hoping that I didn't lose connection, but I got a feeling I did. I got a feeling I lost connection. Anyway, as I was saying, if we did lose connection, I'm going to have to start again in case you lot have missed it, right? I've got my boards up. I have the boards up for this mission, mission 500. That board needs to be full of your names, okay? So I've already got 2 names up here already. Okay, so we've got Chloe White and Jennifer. Jennifer actually just went straight into UPP. She come and joined our program. Chloe joined us on our freaking crazy offer that I gave you yesterday. So if you want in, guys, your name's going on that board. Come and help me, okay? And of course, please share these videos, share these lives. If they help if one person, this is what I think about is if I do this live and it helps one person, then, it's worth doing, okay? I'm sure there was something that popped up then, but it's not actually showing me. I'm hoping that yep, you got kicked off, but you're back. I don't know who wrote that. This thing is not showing it properly. That's just popped up, but I can't see anybody else. So I'm just going to go for it. And then I'll do what I did yesterday, as I'll go through the comments and I'll reply afterwards because I don't want to chuck myself off again. So yeah, if you've got any questions as we go along and I don't see them because right now I can't see anything, then just comment and I will reply to you afterwards. And then if there's anything that I can do in another live, I will cover it in a live, okay? So I've known a couple of people have asked today about core exercises, particularly to do off the pole. And this is what this month's all about, and what that crazy offer was about. It's off the pole workouts. What can you do when you don't have access to your pole? What can you do when you're away for the weekend, or if you're on holiday right now? What can you do? And so we looked at glute exercises, yesterday, activating those glutes for particular muscles, okay? And it will help not only with engagement and feeling strong, but it's going to lengthen and increase flexibility. Alrighty, so let's think about core and what core exercises can you do. Now, there are so many core exercises, it is crazy. Now, but I really want to go with particularly one move. I'll show you a couple more, but one move in particular that I absolutely love for pole is reverse crunches. And the reason why I love a reverse crunch is because it basically mimics what you need to achieve for an invert, okay? So when you want to shoot your legs up on the pole and you need to get those hips higher, right? A reverse crunch is totally going to help you, okay? It's the same thing. Now, I've created something what I call a floor hippie uppie. Those guys who know, they know. But it's also, my technical name for it is a floor inversion crunch, which is basically you can take this exercise on the floor and on the pole as well, doing it through the floor. I'll show you what I'm talking about anyway. So in particular, how to do this move without any equipment. You can do it anywhere. So if I set you down somewhere. So guys, if you are already one of our members anyway, and you do my Master the Chopper sessions, okay, you're already going to know this exercise. Okay, you should be masters of this exercise because we do it a lot. So with the reverse crunch, so I know with the reverse crunch, like in the normal world, whatever normal is, we keep the legs bent. Well, for me, I always focus on straight legs as well, because why not increase the flexibility as well as work the abs, right? So you would come and lay down. This is my version of a floor inversion crunch, or reverse crunches if you like. Okay, so we're going to start by laying down, and you're going to have your knees up. Now, I like to take my arms above my head, okay? But to start with, most people will take their hands down their sides to use their hands as a little bit of support. And you can keep your legs in a slight bent position. For me, I like to quite straight my legs. Obviously, if you lack a bit of hamstring flexibility, they're going to bend anyway, so whatever works for you. Now, what I like to focus on is not using momentum. Okay, so when we talk about like building your core for pole, you want to really work on your strength for lifting. So what I see a lot of people doing is flinging themselves upside down in it. Ooh, good. You're not going to be able to build the strength up as effectively. Okay, you might build a little bit of strength, but you're kind of hoping for the best. So it's better for you to be able to do something and You can do so much off the pole to build your strength to be able to lift on the pole. It's crazy, okay? And so many people underuse their time that they could do by being on the floor, right? So work on those reverse crunches. So I'll go through it. So with the spine down and your legs are up, you're going to think about lifting the butt up, and then you're going to lift your back by shooting your toes up. So you'll be right up onto the upper back. So you'll be here, pushing up. Now you want to try and avoid the bang, bang, okay? You want to control the dismount down. So you're going up and squeeze. And the way I think about it is imagine that you're not going down, okay? Imagine that you're trying your hardest not to lower your spine down to the floor, and you will control it so much more. So you shoot your toes up, slow, okay? So you can use your hands to help you as a beginner. And as you can see, I lower my spine down, but I don't lower the legs. Okay, you can lower the legs as an extra exercise, okay? This is called leg raise, but you want to do them without doing it together. So what I mean by that is you don't want to use your legs to go down and then using it to swing back up, because you're just using more momentum, okay? And we want to get the abs to fire. So you can do a leg raise, stop, okay? Then lift, stop, then a leg raise, up, stop, lift. Does that make sense? Okay, like I said, I try not to use my arms, so I would try and not use your arms at all, and then if you feel like you need to, then you can place your hands down and work towards not using your hands. And adding that exercise is going to be so, I just find it really beneficial for pretty much all my students, including myself, coming back from being pregnant, after giving birth, and having absolutely no core muscles. Obviously I did a lot before getting to this, okay? This is a hard exercise. But if you're all good and you've been trying to do it for a little while, add this exercise into your workout, yeah? It depends how many times you want to do it. You can always, like I said yesterday with the glute exercises, you want to incorporate these things into your daily routine, if you like. You don't want to kind of make it as a separate, you can make it, if you have the time, you can dedicate separate workouts, okay? But if you don't have the time, you can totally incorporate these little sessions into your training. You can add this exercise as part of your warm-up, yeah? Does that make sense? I would definitely recommend having some kind of, again, if you've got the time available, having something specifically catered towards your goals. So if you're looking to invert, work on core moves that will work, will help you for your inverting, okay? Rather than just trying to practice inverting without actually developing your strength. That's where injuries come from, okay? So if you think, oh, I'm just going to see if I can invert, or when you haven't worked towards it, yeah, it's not going to be the most effective use of your time. It'll be better just to come off the pole completely and work on the floor, until you've built some strength, and then you can work on building your strength up with your tucks, okay? And we'll talk about inverting as we go along, because there's so much that we cover in MTC, okay? Does that make sense so far? So adding that exercise, all right, however many times. So I would aim to say do 10. And just see what happens. You know, you can add that to your warm-up. You can add it as part of a workout. So let's have a look at some other exercises that you could do as part of a workout. So one of my other favorites is toe taps. Now, toe taps is also really beneficial, because if you think about, if you do an invert and you hook your leg on the pole, what do you want to do? Like if you want to do a climb over, for example, so you want to reach above the hooked knee, you need to be able to power up, right? So I like to do toe taps. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So you're going to lay on the back, and you're going to tuck the pelvis under, and we're going to keep the spine down as the legs go up. And again, I'm going to keep my legs straight, increasing that flexibility. Why not? My toes are pointed, okay? You don't want them to flex your feet here just to reach to your toes. So point, and then I'm going to take my arms over my head, and I'm going to power up towards my big toes. So up, power, up, power. Does that make sense, okay? I'm not just going here and going, like I can't reach any higher, okay? You tend not to do that on the pole. When you put your leg, you can use your arm, and you're going to power up, and you're going to reach for that pole. So that's what we're going to do on the floor. Power, reach, okay? Up as high as you can, and then just as you think you can't go any higher, you're going to try and get higher. Does that make sense? That's another great exercise that you can do. And does this make sense of how you can relate why you're doing these exercises and how you can get them to work on the pole. Yeah. So hopefully this makes sense to you. Awesome. Okay, so another one of my exercises that I like to do is heel taps. So you like the side, they work your obliques, so working through your side. So this can mimic like ballerinas, working on your Cupid crunches, that kind of thing. So laying down. So again, bending the legs and I'm tucking the pelvis under, and I'm keeping my spine on the floor, keeping my feet hip width apart, and I'm going to reach down. So I'm really crunching to the side. So I'm not like sitting up and then reaching towards my ankle. I'm going to crunch to my side, reaching towards my ankle, and then I'm going to crunch to the other side. Reach, and then I'm going to try and go a little bit further. I'm going to try and reach my little toe and then go to the other side. But then I'm going to go quicker, and you should feel the burn going on onto the sides. Yeah, so that's another one of my favorite core exercises that you can do. And again, glute strength, guys. I know we talked about glutes yesterday, but your glutes are part of your core muscles. So yeah, you should be working your glutes anyway. Also working your back as well is also going to help you. I would definitely probably add, if I was doing those exercises, so that's 3 exercises, particularly for, well, 2 for the front, 1 for the side. So let's do 1 for the glutes, like for a hip bridge, okay? And you can do that with the booty band that I showed you yesterday. So again, everything, we're going to think about tucking the pelvis under, belly button in, spine down to the ground, squeezing the butt, feet are hip width apart. I'm going to push the hips up, okay? I'm not rounding up here or anything like that. I'm just going to squeeze through my hips up nice and high, and I'm just going to pulse. I do pulses. I love pulses. I love feeling the burn, but you can come all the way down and then squeeze all the way up, okay? So whatever you fancy doing. Sometimes I like to spice it up. So if you come and join us, okay, on that crazy offer I gave you yesterday, yeah, fucking crazy, £9 to access all the core and body blast lessons. So I do like, the hip bridge in there in one of the lessons, where we do a hip bridge, then we come down, and then we go back up and we do a pulse. Then we can come down, and we do that going backwards. So one of my favourites is going to do 10, if that makes sense, working at 10. So 10, start again. So do a hip bridge, come down, then go up and do a pulse. That's 1, that counts as 1. And then you do that for 10. Does that make sense? And then you can work backwards, and you do it for 9, and then you do it for 8, and then you do it for 7. So that's a little bit crazy burn, and yeah, you can come and join me for some screams and moans in that session. So all these sessions, guys, is all pre-recorded, so you can totally just, do them whenever you want. If you don't know what to do, if you're happy with these exercises and you're happy to create your own workouts, go for it. This is what I'm doing it free for, is that you can just take this information and run for it, run with it. But if you don't know what to do and you're like, oh, I really just want somebody to give me some workouts to do, then you'll definitely want that membership. Does that make sense? So hopefully that helps, and hopefully that will give you some ideas of cool stuff that you can do off the pole to help you on the pole, which is kind of cool. Alrighty, so have you got any questions? I can't see questions. That's really annoying, actually. I'm just asking if you've got questions. I can't. Oh, hang on. How can I get rid of that bit? Why is that showing? That's really annoying. Oh, I thought I could see something then. I can't. I think I've missed it. I think I am missing it. Anyway. So yeah, so core blast. So those are core exercises that you can do anywhere, anytime. Okay, which is great. And then MTC, if you do MTC, which is short for Master the Chopper. Okay, we've got a live session tonight, so I help. So with any conditioning, guys, I know that it's a bit of a ball ache, okay? And I know it's not the most fun, but it's just as important to do. If you want to progress, you kind of need to do conditioning. I don't know anyone who's going to progress effectively without conditioning. They might wing it to a certain point, and then they'll plateau and then get frustrated and fall off the bandwagon. Don't let that be you. Okay, you can continue to progress, but you just need to keep up with your conditioning. And so I know it's not the most fun, but it doesn't have to take very long either. So if you do MTC, Master the Chopper is what it's short for. I also offer those live. Okay, so if you do come and join us in UPP. Anyway, I'm going to shut up about that. But I'm just saying that there's so much support out there if you need it. Okay, so let me know if you need any support, or let me know if I can help you with anything in another live. Okay, right. I hopefully will speak to you soon. Let me know if this is helpful. Please share this if you did find it helpful. Let me know. Yeah, just let me know if I can help you with anything further. But we need to reach all the way around the world. So if you are watching this right now, or if you are watching the replay, please just comment, okay? Comment below with where you are in the world. Let's see how far we can travel. You know, I feel like I need to do one of those signs, you know, like you see often, like when people do it when they're at school or something, like they're like, oh, I'm trying to teach my kids to show, like, if you post something, it can go viral, or it can go around the world, it can reach very far. This is what I want these videos to do, okay? Share me. But of course, if you didn't find it helpful, then don't. But if you did, and you've got something from it and you think somebody else can benefit from it, let's share it. Yeah? Okay, if you've got any questions at all, reach out. You can obviously message the page, or you can comment, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. But otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. Yay, another live tomorrow. If you've got any suggestions, I've got freaking loads that I can share with you. But if you've got something specific you'd like me to cover, let me know. All right, bye.